Alright, everybody, y'all know who it is, Metro Meta, and
At one Marcus Flowers.
we'd like to thank you for watching and listening to our content. We'd like to thank you even more if you leave a like, a comment.
Subscribe, definitely subscribe. We need that. Subscribe, subscription.
Hey, don't forget to share with all your friends and tell us how you feel.
And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you got it from 26 and Glencoe Media Network.
Keep it real. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Metro Meta, he who shall not be named, he who stands above all else, and I am here with my co-host.
At one Marcus Flowers, aka Flo, aka call me what you want, just don't call me lazy.
And we are back with Dust Off the Cartridge, Volume 3, Episode 15. I'm super excited for this. We've been out for a while, but gaming hasn't been as much going on, but we're getting close to the end of the year, so all the news and all the cool new games are coming out, so we thought we'd come back and give y'all what's actually going down. So, let's start off with the newest gaming releases. To start off, Astral Chain. Marcus, did you play this or no?
So I did not play Astral Chain just because I bought Damon X Machina
Oh wait, you bought Damon X Machina?
Yeah.
How was that? How was that game?
So I'm gonna tell you, I've been working all weekend, so it has remained unopened.
Oh, all right. If you can play that, because that's be another interesting story. So yeah. But Astral Chain, I did buy this. It's made by the amazing people over at Platinum Games. Shout out to them, gang. And I'll be honest, I really loved it. I loved it so much just because it's a breath of fresh air. And it's also very different from their other games. Like, it's still a character action game, but just having to control two characters at once, it leaves just the amount of depth to it very cool. And I think the idea of, like, having a police force that has to deal with these problems is honestly very interesting. It is spouting a 87 on OpenCritic with the OpenCritic rating of Mighty, which is their top rating. So I'm honestly very excited by this. How did you feel? You saw the trailers. How did you feel about this game?
So I was definitely interested in Astral Chain. I may, if I'm unsatisfied with Damon, I may take that back for Astral Chain. But it looks very good. I really like the graphics. It looked really dope. Just like the gameplay, I was really blown away by it. And the gameplay looked really dope. So I'm just like, if I don't like Damon, I'm gonna take it back for that.
Yeah, I definitely. Anybody, if you like just really good combat and anime, you definitely need to be on there. But from one critically acclaimed game to a game that having a bit of a problem, Borderlands 3. Now, we have not talked about this franchise on this channel, but I did play a little bit of Borderlands 2. It's a co-op loot shooter that pretty much started the looter shooter. And it is a game that has been basically gone from one media fiasco to another media fiasco, from being on Epic Games Store, which everybody hated, to Randy Pitchford, the head of Gearbox Software, yelling at people online, which everybody hated, to basically when the game was released, many reviewers not liking the comedy and even saying they needed to hire actual comedy writers, which everybody hated, to some middling performance reviews going on. So, Marcus, did you look at this game?
No, I did not, because what was the company that made it?
Gearbox Software.
Yeah, they have like sexual assault claims on there. And so Borderlands 2, I heard it was very good. But with like the sexual assault claims and like the harassment from there, I just was like, I'd rather not put my efforts in a area that disrespects their employees like that.
Yeah, Gearbox Software is a very interesting company. They're privately owned, so they basically their CEO. The story that you're probably thinking of was their CEO had a USB that wasn't privacy protected and had both company secrets and pornography on it, and he left it on a seat at E3. So, yeah, their company's doing real great over there. It does sprout at 85 on OpenCritic, so I'm thinking once I get through my backlog, which Lord knows when that happens, I'll probably pick it up and play it for a little bit. But for now, I think I'm cooled off on my Borderlands. I still haven't beat Borderlands 2, so I can go through there. But from there, let's go to NBA 2K20, which I mistaked for NBA 2K19. Just fun fact when I was writing these notes. So Marcus, you have 2K20, right?
Yes, I do.
How do you like it?
So I have basically I'm in My Player. So if you don't know, My Player is the story mode where I am basically already in the league. I got drafted by the Bulls. I actually like this story better than last year's, just because last year's story was so like long and it had you like in the NBA and then you were like in the G League and it was just a lot. But this time you went from like college to the draft combine to like meeting with LeBron James and Maverick Carter to getting on the team. And there's a twist when it comes to your coach. And one of the things I actually did not like that I thought I would was the more than an athlete thing. I feel like they really tried to drill that home, and I just wasn't a fan of that because they try to turn your player into like a social justice warrior when really like that's cool, but I just want to ball for real. Like it's cool. Like if you listen to the Super Flow Bro podcast, like I'm all for like equality and all that stuff, and down with the system. But it's just like if I'm playing 2K, I just want to ball out. Like just pass me the rock. Like I don't really care about like kneeling and stuff in a video game. Just let me ball. But there are a few glitches.
Marcus has officially shifted over to a white male player. So he's having an identity crisis over there. NBA 2K has been getting a bit of a bad reputation these last couple of days. It's sprouting to 79 on OpenCritic, which is critics' word for basic. And over on Steam, it has been the subject of a review bomb with an overwhelmingly negative review point from all the customers. And on one day, on September 7th, it got 361 negative reviews.
Okay.
57 positive reviews.
That was the second day it was out.
And on September 8th, it got 361 negative reviews to 52 positive reviews. And it's still getting negative reviews. Many of the problems many players pointed out was, one, many bugs and fixes. On PC, 2K was too lazy to even change the icon for NBA 2K from 2K20 from 2K19 to 2K20, which does not help. And also, of course, there are the allegations and the hatred of the core gaming audience towards the loot box system and the monetization of the game. Now, Marcus, you are a fairly casual gamer. How do you deal with the monetization in NBA 2K?
So I dealt with it. I was at GameStop and it was like, "Yo, get some VC for $4," and I said, "Well, sign me up for that." And I just got that, but that's it. It actually I haven't discovered my team yet. I haven't explored that area yet. So it's not really super. It's not really super like intrusive to me, but like I can see where, as a player, you do get frustrated, and why you would go to VC to up your player. Like I know people. I was talking to my coworker, and he said he spent $100 on VC, and I was like, that's crazy. But I definitely see why you would, just because there are instances in the game where you do want to be like stronger and faster, and instead of grinding it out, you can just purchase it and you're better. So like I do see like the problem with that, but I do get it.
And that is what we call pay to win mechanics right there, people. So let's move on to the news. Speaking of 2K and loot boxes, 2K and EA might be sweating right now because a recent study by UK board, let's get this right, the Digital Cultural Media and Sports Committee. So they just threw all that into the same thing. They did a look into loot boxes, a second glance at it, and they have been talking to many industry professionals over these past couple months, and they have been requesting that loot boxes be banned, totally, or at least banned from the purchase of young children. This, of course, is a huge detriment to companies like, of course, 2K and EA. EA spouting themselves a basically 20% revenue share from their loot boxes. Approximately like 20% of all of EA's budget comes from this. So this is very interesting because we've already had many companies ban loot boxes totally, such as I believe it's the Netherlands. So if we see the UK move towards it, we might start to see a precedent that would be used to ban it in more high-profile countries, such as the United States, which has already been looking at banning it. So, Marcus, do you think this will lead to a ban of loot boxes?
I don't think it would lead to a ban, especially with just the United Kingdom. They have a lot of stuff going on right now when it comes to the Brexit, and I feel like gaming is probably low on their priority list right now because they're about to exit a whole union. So I feel like it's not high on their priority list right now.
Understandable. Let's move on to Pokemon Sword and Shield. Marcus, we're both fairly excited for this game. And Pokemon decided to bless its community with a brand new hint of a new Pokemon that has the markings of Missing No. Marcus, do you remember Missing No?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, for those of you guys who don't know, Missing No was a Pokemon in the original game who came out as a pixelated monster. And basically, just from the look of it, people are already expecting this to be the Galar version of Farfetch'd, which, looking at it right now, it's just a Galar version of Farfetch'd. Like, it's not even that hard to see. It's a fighting Pokemon. It weighs 257.9 pounds, and its ability is Steadfast. And it says, only blank have survived many battles can attain this blank. When this Pokemon blank it will retire from combat. So, yeah. But it's super exciting just to know that we have more Pokemon on the way and that they're continuing this this grind. As somebody who's been following Pokemon for several years, they're being very close-lipped as far as Pokemon, as far as like information goes. Like, I know this time last year, we knew like a lot of the Pokemon in the game, and we knew a lot of the evolutions, especially when it came to Sun and Moon. So that's very interesting. However, we did learn something else that I thought was fairly interesting. So, Marcus, it looks like they will be getting rid of the Elite Four. How do you feel about that, just off the cuff?
So I actually like it if it comes to a more like tournament setting. If you're in like a tournament, I actually would like that better than the Elite Four. I'm here for it. I do feel like it's time for a change.
What the website says is the Champion Cup. The Champion Cup. Once a year, the Galar region, a series of Pokemon battles are held with the League Championship on the line. This is the Championship Cup. The Championship Cup is a tournament to decide who will be able to challenge the region's champion for their seat. Exemplary trainers throughout the region, such as those who successfully completed the Gym Challenge, are allowed to participate in the Champion Cup tournament. The Champion Cup battles are broadcasted on TV, and all people of the Galar region will be watching. So it looks like they got rid of the Elite Four for a more tournament style, which is closer, honestly, to the anime and Ash and his victory. Shout out to Ash, gang gang. So I'm really excited to see how this changes up the game, especially because it means that when the end game comes around, you could be facing off against different opponents every single time.
No, for sure. I do think that will be a plus. And it also just makes it more exciting, just like, because with the Elite Four, you know, the after the first time, you know the trainer, you know the Pokemon, you know their weaknesses. And so, with the Cup, you could go back and hopefully it's different trainers and it's like different Pokemon. You can bring different Pokemon as well.
Moving on, we got Apple Arcade. So Apple announced that they are making their own smartphone gaming subscription, which they're not the only they're not the only company with a gaming subscription. But as many people in the gaming audience has pointed out, they don't really know who the core audience of this subscription would be, because core gamers don't like mobile games, and mobile gamers don't tend to like to pay for the games that they play. So, Marcus, you're on the iPhone, you're in that Apple ecosystem. Do you see there being a audience for this?
No, I definitely think there will be an audience for this. Especially when it comes to like streamers and like people who want to get like new content up, and even content creators will be like, "Yo, $4.99, catch this game, watch it on my Twitch." So I do think there is a market for them, and just because it comes with like it's 100 unique games that's specifically for Apple Arcade, so I do think people will pay for it.
All right. So moving on, Tokyo Game Show came like last week. Saw a lot of stuff. We saw a 15-minute demo of Death Stranding. Now, Marcus, did you see this?
I saw bits and pieces of it.
Me as well. There is a lot of criticism and people calling it a walking simulator. But honestly, to me, I feel like we're so individually focused on making like combat-focused games that it might honestly be a breath of fresh air to have a game where the core part of the game isn't just fighting everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, definitely, for sure.
Either way, Kojima got himself an easy check, and it's a slam dunk. We also got a new trailer for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and they announced that if you don't like the new movement-based combat, you will be able to get turn-based combat.
Yeah,
now,
how do you feel about that remake?
What?
How do you feel about the remake?
It's very interesting. Final Fantasy VII it's basically a legend as far as JRPG goes. And to make a remake of it is very interesting in that you gotta get it right. And it seems like they might be cutting it up a little bit. But just the idea of being able to go back to that turn-based format, to me, is something that I think is very good. And I think if they get this right, it might just be one of the best games ever made.
Really? Okay.
Alright, so let's get into our boss battle. And so our first question of the boss battle is what games are we playing?
Alright, so do you want me to go first or?
Yeah.
Alright, so I've really been trying to utilize my Switch more this summer. And so I've been trying to hit it hard. I beat Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I'm also on Mario Maker 2. I also play Tetris 99. And I'm also on Yu-Gi-Oh! I am really enjoying that game a lot. It's
Yu-Gi-Oh! Game I told you about?
Yeah. It's super dope just because it's just like you're basically the main characters in the series, and you're basically fighting everyone that they fought on your way to victory. So it's very dope. You get their same decks. You can use their same decks, or you can tweak their decks so that you get it from your users. So you can tweak it so that it makes sense for you, and you can use a deck that makes that's easier for you to use. But yeah, I'm also I'm on 2K for the PS4. I'm playing 2K, Madden, Mortal Kombat, Devil May Cry, and I'm about to start God of War. I want to say at the end of this month.
Alright, I'm loving it. For me, right now I'm playing mostly Fire Emblem Three Houses. I just got to the end of my first playthrough.
And actually, you did not text me back when I said you got to get into that tournament when you're back home.
What tournament?
The one at GameWorks, the esports one with Fire Emblem.
There's an esports Fire Emblem? I didn't even know that was a thing. I gotta look into that. But yeah, I'm at the end of my first playthrough, and I gotta go through it about 3 more times. After that, I'm gonna finish up Astral Chain, and then I got Valkyria Chronicles 4. So that should keep me busy till Pokemon.
Definitely.
But let's go into our most looked out for games of 2019. So Marcus, what is your list?
So for the rest of 2019, I'm only looking out for 3 more games: WWE 2K20 and Pokemon Sword and Shield, and that's it. Pretty much. I mean, I can't really say a lot. WWE 2K20, of course, you got the 4 Horsemen gameplay, where you get to play as either Sasha Banks, Bayley, Becky Lynch, or Charlotte Flair. So that, or Roman Reigns. Of course, I'm looking forward to Universe Mode. Hopefully, we'll hear more about that in the upcoming weeks. And Pokemon Sword and Shield. What more can I say about that? Like, we've said a lot already. I'm excited for that. I'm thinking about getting an Elgato so I can do a playthrough for that. So y'all can just see me play Pokemon, because I beat Pokemon Let's Go in like a week, so hopefully I can do the same with Sword and Shield, even though I'm sure it'll be more complicated because I've never seen this game before. So, but yeah.
Alright, for my list, first up we got The Witcher 3 on Switch. I'm really interested to see how that turns out. I have it on PC, of course, but I feel like Switch will really connect with me better. Then we got Digimon Cyber Sleuth. They announced this, it's sort of like a remake remaster, so I thought that'd be interesting. Then we got Outer Worlds by Obsidian Games, just purchased by Microsoft. They made Fallout New Vegas, so of course I gotta check them out. Then, of course, we got Pokemon Sword and Shield. So, yeah. Super exciting. I can't wait to show you guys some of our new content coming up. Marcus, what's coming up this week?
So this week, of course, this is coming out on Tuesday. Super Flow Bros is already out on Monday. Wednesday, we have a comic book podcast coming out. Thursday, we may have a Metro Meta coming out. Friday, we have a special podcast coming out, and that's about it.
All right. So y'all keep tuned. Follow me at MetroMeta26 on Instagram and on Twitter. And you can follow Marcus at @1MarcusFlowers on Instagram and Twitter. Y'all keep it cool, and we'll see you.
All right.
Bye.
Peace.
All right.
All right, man.
Marcus,
Yeah.
I almost got an Elgato, but then Amazon fucked up with the order. So
How so?
it never came in.
Did you get your money back?
I got my money back, but it never came in.
Oh.
So
Oh, try it again.
yeah, I'll try it again eventually.
All right, man.
All right, see ya.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Y'all know who it is, Metro Meta and at @1MarcusFlowers. And we'd like to thank you for watching and listening to our content. We'd like to thank you even more if you leave a like, a comment, subscribe. Definitely subscribe. We need that. Subscribe, subscription. And don't forget to share with all your friends and tell us how you feel. And tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend that you got it from 26 Glencoe Media Network. Keep it real.